Well, we started off Autism Friendly Waterford with the Autism Friendly initiative run by As I Am, and that initiative aims to raise awareness and acceptance of autism in communities around the country. So they have a set criteria that towns and communities have to reach to become autism friendly, and we were the first city to be accredited as autism friendly. So our criteria was slightly higher, I suppose, than towns. We had to provide training for up to 60 different groups, organisations, businesses, and we went about publicising this. We got great support from Waterford Chamber, who sent out emails telling people about our initiative and getting them to sign up to our training. And we had trainings once a month. And during those trainings, we told people about autism, what it was, what it entails, but also really importantly, I think, the strengths of autistic people. So because we are aiming long term, because we're aiming to make Waterford a place where autistic people can feel, fully included.
So Autism Friendly Waterford is one of the great joys in my life, something that I'm extremely proud of. So when the ladies started on their journey, they contacted me just, I suppose, because I had been doing a lot of lobbying and work through the Chamber around neurodivergency, particularly around supporting parents of neurodivergent children. They just asked if I would come and maybe talk to them and look at different ways. So together then we decided that we would contact the business community with the view to promoting their autism friendly training. And now we have a city where we're Ireland's first autism friendly city, which is just so incredible. We have a business community who are doing autism friendly training. They are doing disability awareness training. They are opening the doors. What Autism Friendly Waterford has started and opened the door to is endless now. And I think it's just so important that we continue as a community to grow on it.
So we were first introduced to the committee, it was about 3 years ago now. So myself and the centre manager, Dennis Carr, we completed the Autism Friendly champion training that's linked with As I Am. So we did that training there in the Tower Hotel, and it was so beneficial. It really gave us an insight into autism, the families and the struggles. And as soon as we completed that and we got our certs to say we were autism champions, we just got the ball rolling. We were like, right, how can we bring these steps into the shopping centre to improve experiences for families? So what we started with was we put together a storyboard for our website. So anyone that's not familiar with the shopping centre and wants to make their plan about coming here, you can log on to our website, and it gives you a step-by-step guide of how to use the lift, what you'll expect to see with the toilets, and kind of directions around. So it just makes it a little bit more comfortable for families visiting, that kind of have an insight of what to expect. And the second thing we did then was we introduced these sensory kits. So if you come to the food hall and if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed or fidgety, these are complimentary packs that you can just ask any of the food outlets for. So we have in here earplugs, obviously for the sound sensitivity, sunglasses for the lighting, little fidget balls, just to kind of regulate and just kind of feel calm again. And we're also in talks at the moment with Autism Friendly Waterford about building a sensory room in the shopping centre, which would be amazing for the city. So yeah, we're doing loads.
So we started a workability programme last October, and with the aim of getting people with disabilities, all different types of disabilities in Waterford City and County, into paid employment. So when I started, I would have met with Tish and Amanda, were part of the committee that were delivering the champion training to organisations around Waterford City. Yeah, so I would have got referrals over from people who've reached out to Autism Friendly Waterford, and they'd refer over to me to support that individual with getting them employment, getting them paid employment. And I was speaking to him about that. We developed our own then for the workability programme, which is called Disability Awareness Training. So we'd go to employers and we'd train them up on how to recruit people with disabilities, how to make adjustments in the workplace. We go through any grants or incentives that they could avail of if they do take someone on that has a disability, and we'd then have access to clients on my caseload then that they could actually hire. So that training is ongoing, and we're getting a great reaction to it over the last number of months, and we'll continue that for the rest of 2025 and into 2026.
We met each other at the National Learning Network. I was doing a catering course while Patrick was
doing retail.
We're doing retail.
We started off as friends. As I recall, we were just having a day out with some of our friends, and we walked back to the centre together. And some of our friends noticed we obviously were meant to be.
Me and Patrick loved going on dates, like going to restaurants, cinemas, and going for walks in the park and stuff. I really think that Waterford is an inclusive city because whenever I go to restaurants and shops and cafes, I find the people very friendly, very patient and helpful and understanding, especially whenever I'm going with the group and we want to learn how to pay separately. Yeah.
Nightlife is good. Going to pubs and the venues like Electric Avenue or Bank Lane.
Me and Patrick would like to have a house someday and get married and hopefully to have a dog of our own.
I do hope to go on a little holiday with Meg at some stage soon.
Yeah.
Anything she wants, she'll get.
Well, today we're here doing Playful Streets in St. Arblan in Waterford City, and this is a project initiative run by Healthy Waterford. So On Morrissey organises this every weekend over the summer in different parts of the city. So they have a fun day where you bring games and that for the children. And we are going to all these events throughout the summer. We invested in the gazebo, filled it with sensory equipment, such as a blackout tent, a small trampoline, peanut balls, and various different sensory toys. And it's working out really well. Like some children have spent hours there now already today. So, and it really helps to calm them down if they've gotten a bit too overexcited or overwhelmed.
I suppose over the year as Waterford grows, I've gone to a lot of events in communities, and they're bringing communities together, and they're healthy for the children, and they're more prevalent really now. So it's great to see, and it's bringing a lot of different people together, and it's great.
The funnest thing ever, so thank you so much for
Thank you so much for all.
Thank you so much. Bye.
I suppose what we do and when we put things on, like we may not always have either the expertise, the time, we mightn't have the people to stakeholders to get involved with us. So when we put a call out to the likes of Autism Friendly Waterford to say we're putting on an event, with proper notice and support with them. Can they support us on doing it? It's a great addition, and everything we try and do is to be very much inclusive and accessible to everybody. And recently enough, the Autism Friendly group availed of a tent that they turned into a portable sensory space for young people and their families. And so, because one of the programs I was speaking about is the playful communities, it gets really get embedded within the local areas that they're going to, and there's usually hundreds of children that partake and their families. So we never really had a specific option for children who would have maybe a sensory issue during the event to go to. So having this attend a number of the events that we're doing throughout the whole course of the year has really made it accessible for more kids to take part in it.
My hopes of the future are that we will have a neuro-inclusive society so that my own children don't have to face the battles and struggles I've had for the last few decades, that it will be an easier transition through their life and that they will get the same opportunities as their neurotypical peers.
The challenges are with you for life. So the challenges of primary school, secondary school, all the appointments, hospital appointments and all, the difficulties of dealing with that, but the members of our family need to be included in the community, not only for enjoyment purposes, for engaging in the community, but also for future employment opportunities and then independent living.
I'd like to see an awareness of people. Most of us go about our lives and we're not aware of what happens outside our door or what happens in somebody else's life. Because we have our own lives, we're all busy, we're raising our families. But I'd like to see more of general public awareness of people and more consideration for people who mightn't have the same physical or mental abilities as everybody else, that they need an extra little help, a little push along the way, a little bit of consideration.
Yeah!